Oh shit, oh take, pray them niggas go away. Oh, we sell the clowns around, it look like circus show. Like, this is not the album either, these are just...
Hey guys, what is up? It's Omega here, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks with my friend Caden. And yeah, we're about to get started. I just want to say that the audio got corrupted for pretty much all of this video. So yeah, that was just all I wanted to say before I started this video and started telling you about what to do. And yeah, I'll see you when the video starts. Hey, what is up guys? It's Omega here, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks in Fortnite. And the first one is for Combat Pro users, and I know there's still a bunch of people that use it, but basically what you do is you do what I did in the video if you're using Combat Pro, and you use your pyramids as your stairs, because then it's less input delay with it's less input delay, and there's one less input that you have to put in, so therefore less input delay. And my friend's demonstrating how easy it is to switch back and forth between your walls and stairs, and that's all this tip is really helping you for. And for the next trick, I'm going to show you how to use the pyramids to your advantage if you're a Builder Pro user. Okay, so this is a follow-up of that last step while I show you, or before I show you the next trick. So basically, I'm just explaining here that when you have your pyramid set like that, and you can use them as stairs, I'm just going to show you that if you have them like that on Combat Pro, it's a less input delay. So if you see in the bottom right, I'm just showing you that it's less input delay, because then you can switch back and forth between your walls and your pyramids. But if you're doing it the other way and you're just using your stairs, you have to use your wall, then your floor, then your stair, or you have to switch back and forth like that. And it's a lot harder, or it's not a lot harder, but a lot easier this way, because it's just less inputs, and it's a lot faster, and it'll do better in the long run. And yeah, that's pretty much it, all I have for this trick. So yeah, on to the next one. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of your pyramids with Builder Pro and Standard, but it's not as efficient with Standard, and no one really uses Standard anymore. So basically what you're going to want to do, and I had a little bit of trouble here, but if you edit your pyramids like that, instead of rotating your stairs, because we all know it's a pain in the ass, so instead of rotating your stairs, you're just wanna play or edit them like that, and it's so much easier to get down, as you can see, because you don't have to rotate your stairs. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, here's the next one that I'm going to show you. It is how you can use your pyramids to advantage in a build battle. So I'm going to show you like two different ways that you can do it. So I'm going to go slow here so I can show you. But if you are up here and you're building over, and somebody's about to, like in any part of a build battle, somebody gets up high ground, you can see I just placed the pyramid, and then they're going to have to go around. Now this is basic, and most like good players might know this, but then as you can see, I got the high ground. Now that's a slow one, and then I'll show it to you in full time, but I messed up right here, and it's kind of bad. So yeah, you'll see in just a second. Okay, on to this next part where me and my friend are going to have like a little build battle at full speed, so I can show you how to use the pyramid method in a different way. So if you put the pyramid above them, it'll be better, and you can get the high ground, except I messed up right here, as I said. And even though I messed up, I mean, he stood there, but just to show you, it's better, because it'll block them, and it'll give you a good second or two to get more extra high ground. And yeah, that's pretty much all it is to how to use pyramids to your advantage with Builder Pro. Okay, so this next trick I have is basically reinforced 1x1s, and it's helpful to do when somebody's shooting at you, and I'm going to show a little example right here. So I'm shooting at my friend, he's going to build a quick 1x1, and then place a roof and a pyramid, and it makes it harder to shoot at them. And then I'm going to show another example where I do it and this example will be a tiny bit better, but this, it's basically to give you enough time to edit your way out while they're reloading, because they can't hit you. And so yeah, I'm going to show you another example from my view. Now this example here is a view from my point of view of what you should do if somebody starts shooting at you. So I'm going to have my friend start shooting at me in just a second, and then I'll show you. So he starts shooting, I build a 1x1, put the pyramid on top, and I edit it, but I kind of mess up. But I still, when my friend's shooting at me, I hear he's shooting again, so I go back to placing pyramids and roofs, and when he reloads again, I go back to edit my structure, and then I can get high ground on him and shoot him down. And yeah, that's a really helpful tip in situations where somebody's right above you and you have nothing else to do. Okay, so this next trick I have is how to maximize the effect of your launch pads. Okay, so to maximize the effect of your launch pads, what you want to do is you want to build a 2x1, and you want to place a wall and put a bouncer on that wall and have your launch pad on the other floor by you, and you're just going to want to place a wall, and you're going to want to edit out the middle and the bottom middle and the bottom left and right, and then you're going to get that archway, and it'll hit it, and you'll bounce off the launch pad. Now, it's kind of like Hop Rocks from Season 4, I think. Yeah, Season 4, and if you remember that, it just helped you fly so much further. Okay, so this next trick is how to deal with people in a 1x1 that have built straight up, and I guess they can't hear you break their walls, or they're just a bad player and they don't know what to do. But what's going to happen is you're just going to want to break their walls, and you're going to want to place a spike trap on their floor. So I'm going to show you in just a second. But if they're in the base and they're just standing there, you're going to want to break their wall. In just a second, I'll show you. But if you're going to want to break the wall and break their floor, if they did place a floor, and you're just going to want to place a spike trap on there. If they didn't place a floor, then you can just place a floor and put a spike trap on it, as I'm doing right now. And then you're just going to want to break everything else. Now, if there's a bad player, then they won't know how to react, and they can just fall straight onto the spike trap and take damage. And that's pretty much all there is to this trick. But another thing that I have to say is, if they built like up a bunch and they won't be able to hear you, then that's also helpful. But if it's a bad player, then this is an easy way to deal with them. And that's pretty much all there is for this trick. So this next trick is how to deal with people that are pushing you while you're in your base, healing, I guess, and how to deal with them quick. If they're on top of you, if they're stupid enough to do that, then what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to place you're going to want to edit them into your base, and you're going to want to place a spike trap. It's that simple, and they'll take damage, and normally it's only the bad players that will do this, but there you go, my friend shot me, and now I'm going to show you from his point of view what that looked like. Okay, so this next trick is a very simple one, and I'm going to have my friend demonstrate. It's basically all you're doing is just using turbo building. So he's going to show you really quick without using turbo building, and you're just going to he's basically just clicking each one, which is a lot harder than just spinning around with turbo building, because it's on by default, but with turbo building on, you can do it like that. And it's on by default, but if you're not already using it, then I'm just saying you should probably use it, because it's a very simple trick. See, because you can spin around and just hold down the trigger, and it will place a wall for you, and it's so much better than spinning around each time and placing a wall. And in a second, I think I'm going to have my friend show you another example. But it's pretty simple, and that's like all there really is to say about it. So I think I'm going to have my friend show you an example in just a second. Okay, so right here is another example of my friend doing building without turbo building. And then in a second, I'm going to have him show you with turbo building. So that was without it, and here is with it. So it's much faster because you can just spin around in a circle. It's a lot easier than just pressing the trigger, because I know a lot of people still do that, and it's so much easier. Okay, so this next trick is how to get down from structures, but the advanced way. So right here, I'm going to build up, and I'm going to show you in just a second. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump backwards and place a wall, like I do there, place a few walls, then place some stairs. It's very simple, and it'll help you get down easily. So jump, wall, stair, and it's that simple, and it's so easy. And yeah, I guess on to the next trick. Here's another simple trick as I'm building up into this one by one. So what I'm going to show you is, it's so easy, it's so simple, but it'll help you a lot. So when you're up in your one by one, and I guess you spot somebody, and you're facing the wrong way, as I'm about to show you, my friend's about to be over here, and I spot him. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to edit my stair from the middle to the other side, directly from the other side. And this is easier with edit mode aim assist off, but I'm just saying that's preference, I guess. And he's shooting at me, and I see that. So my stair is, I'm gonna edit it from the middle and to the other side as he's about to show you again. And I'm getting shot at and all that, so I edit my stair in just a second, and from one side to the other, and it's that simple, so easy, and I can see him better, and I can get a shot on him. Now, in just a second, I'm showing you the edit mode aim assist is right there, and I keep it off because it's basically like aim assist but for your editing, as it says, and it doesn't lock on to anything, from as you can see, and it's a super simple trick, and I think it's so much better than having it on. So you guys can figure that out for yourself, and I'm going to show you another example, but with the aim assist on, how it locks on, in just a second, and that's pretty much it for this one. Okay, well that's all the tricks I have for this video, and I thought I'd just throw this clip in right here. It's silly, it's just something we were doing while we were messing around. And yeah, that's all I have for this video, and enjoy the rest of the clip, I guess.